Hey there, welcome to the Live Life Happy Book Club. I'm Andrea Seydel, and I help people read, write, and publish books. And today we have a fascinating and practical book for you, Hardwiring Happiness, the New Brain Science of Contentment, Calm, and Confidence by Rick Hanson. So, what if happiness wasn't just about something that happened to you, but something you could actively train your brain to experience more often? That's exactly what Hardwiring Happiness teaches us. He walks us through the neuroscience backed strategies. It is so powerful. Rick Hanson explains how we can rewire our brain for more joy, for more resilience and inner peace. And if you're looking to create lasting happiness and emotional well being, this book is for you. So, Dr. Rick Hanson is a psychologist, a neuroscientist, and an expert in the intersection of mindfulness as well as brain science. His work always focuses on how we can retrain our neural pathways to reduce stress, boost happiness, and cultivate inner strength. This book, Hardwired Happiness, is based on his research in neuroplasticity, showing us how small daily mental shifts can actually create long term positive change. Lots in this book. Oh my gosh, you have to read it over about, I think I've read this book maybe like 10 times minimum. And there's just always something more in there that you can suck out that's actionable and powerful. So, what's generally in this book? Hansen introduces this concept of taking in the good. So, taking in the good, it's a method for rewiring the brain to absorb and internalize positive experiences that are going on all around us. So, some key ideas include this concept of the negativity bias. Our brains are wired to focus on threat, on problems, on what could go wrong in order to keep us safe, which can make us feel anxious and stressed. And so the negativity bias is natural and our brains are wired to focus on this. And so we want to just being aware of that we have this negativity bias is so powerful because we're actually wired to make the not so great experiences, the problems, the threats, the challenges more sticky in order to keep us safe. So he talks about the power of neuroplasticity. So we can physically reshape our brain or make new neurological pathways by practicing positive experiences. So he talks about how we can counteract the negativity bias and we can use the power of neuroplasticity in order to practice positive experiences. So he talks about the HEAL method. So it's a four-step process for hardwiring happiness. So we're going to hardwire our brain here. And so the HEAL acronym, HEAL method, is this four-step method to hardwire happiness. So H, have a positive experience. So actively notice moments of joy, of connection, of gratitude. Have a positive experience. So actively notice these positive experiences, those moments of joy and gratitude and connection. And then he talks about the E is enrich it, enrich the experience, savor it, make it that much more, stay with it longer. So feel it deeply. So either you're writing it out or you're staying with this positive emotion. So you're enriching it, you're making it more impactful. And stay with that feeling and feel it deeply. And then A is absorb the experience. Let it sink in. Imagine it becoming a part of you. So this is really about, like I always say, it's almost like the expression when you squeeze out a juice, like an orange, you squeeze out every last little bit of that orange juice. That's what this is really take it in. So he's talking about have that positive experience, enrich the experience, stay with it for as long as you can and feel it deeply. And then absorb the experience, let it sink in, imagine it becoming part of you. And then he talks about linking it and that linking positive and negative. So slowly we can gradually replace negative associations with positive ones if we want it in the future. The L is like a bonus. And so slowly we can gradually replace, if we had any negative associations or we have it, we can replace it with positive ones. We can go back to these steps and try to really have this positive experience, enrich the experience and absorb the experience. And so that way we can really reshape our brain for practicing these positive experiences. And so he talks about building this inner strength. So cultivating lasting confidence, gratitude, and emotional resilience. We want to build this inner strength. We want to build this up in ourselves. And so he talks about this practical exercises, like simple ways to integrate happiness, building habits into your everyday life, is the main. One of his main hardwiring happiness is that HEAL acronym. So here's what we can do. Basically, start noticing small positive experiences. That could be a kind word that someone says, a good meal, or like a beautiful sunset, or just a nice day with the sun and the blue sky, and you're walking your dogs. Like, notice the small positive experiences that are going on already. Start noticing those and then stay with them for at least 20 seconds. Really deepen that feeling. So breathe it in, imagine it filling your body, noticing everything about it, enjoy it. What's happening in your body? Where are your emotions? And let it sink in. And then just visualize it becoming part of your long-term memory. So having more of these hardwired happiness moments, of those times where we can practice these positive experiences. The more we can do that, we're hardwiring our brain for happiness. So by doing it more, by consistently practicing, we're training our brain to focus on the good instead of dwelling on the negative, instead of letting that negativity bias happen. So now I gotta say, there's so much in this book. This is just like scratching the surface of how incredible this book is and how much is in it. Obviously, all of these summaries are, but why this matters. So, most of us naturally hold on to negative experiences. We ruminate, we go over them over and over again. And so, this book really teaches us that we want the instead of having those negative experiences, we tend to hold on to these negative experiences, and we let those positive ones fade away too quickly. So Hanson's research really shows us that we can reverse this tendency. We can create more feelings of joy, calm, and resilience simply by making positive experience last longer in our minds, really savoring those moments. So think about it. What if instead of those fleeting happiness moments, we hardwire joy into our minds, that we really make it more of a default state and we practice, we can get better at this? That'd be awesome. So, if there's one thing that you take away from hardwiring happiness, it's this: you can rewire your brain for greater happiness and resilience just by intentionally focusing on positive experiences and letting them really sink in. So, what's one small moment of joy that you can savor today? Try that HEAL method and see how it can transform your mindset. Until next time, I'm helping you live life happy. I'm Andrea Seydel. See you on another amazing book discussion.